Grove meteorologist to report on the situation there. Mike Bettis joins us from Surf City, North Carolina now. And Mike, you're on the barrier island there. What kind of evacuation orders have been made?
Well, for Surf City, where we are here, Kim, it's a voluntary evacuation at this point. But if you go down the road just a bit down toward Topsail Beach, they actually have a mandatory evacuation in effect there for south of Hines Avenue. So if you're familiar with that area, it's one of those spots that's a little bit susceptible, and so we need to get the people out of there ASAP. We are already starting to feel some pretty good impacts from Ophelia right now. We're just down on the water. It's over my shoulder here, and the bottom step of one of the walkways has already been washed away, and some of the beach erosion already occurring with the waves that are lashing up against the dunes here. The dunes protect a lot of the outer banks and a lot of the buildings here, and so it's definitely serving a purpose, and I think it's probably going to be a welcome thing today because a storm surge most likely will not be affecting a lot of the buildings here, at least where we are in Surf City. As you might expect, though, when you have a hurricane that's approaching, you have a lot of preparations. So we're working our way down toward Wilmington, just south of our location where we are right now. And the folks have been out there at the home improvement stores. The generators have been popular, of course, stocking up on the batteries and definitely the plywood to board up those windows. There is going to be a pretty hefty wind today. We're expecting our winds to increase through the day as the center of circulation gets closer and closer to the shoreline, and then we are expecting a bit of an easterly turn there, and that'll then put us on the western side of the storm, which will be actually favorable for us. The lighter winds there, less rain, and certainly less storm surge, that's for sure. The impacts along the Crystal Coast are going to be deteriorating throughout the day today. Impacts all up and down the coastline of North Carolina, including many of the Outer Banks and the Barrier Islands here. A lot of the bridges that take you from the Barrier Islands back to the mainland close right around 40 miles an hour. So if you're a little uncertain whether or not you need to leave or whether you want to get back over, keep in mind a lot of the bridges will close at that wind speed. Right now, Kim, we've had winds sustained right around 25 miles an hour where we are here at Surf City, gusting to 35. It looks like those will pick up here through the afternoon, and many of those bridges probably will close. But again, for Surf City here in North Carolina, a voluntary evacuation. If we hear anything new from the mayor's office or the local EMA, we'll certainly pass it along. But for right now, people are only asked to leave if they really want to.
All right, thanks, Mike. Thank you very much. All right, let's talk about now the winds around this, where we're seeing them pick up from Wilmington to Whiteville, also here to Myrtle Beach, where we're seeing the winds, at least a tropical storm force in some cases. And as Mike talked about, we will see conditions start to go downhill, especially north of Wilmington. So you guys haven't even gotten in the worst of it yet. And we're going to be dealing with this all day Thursday here for the Outer Banks. So you guys, hopefully you are prepared for this. We have mandatory evacuation here for Hatteras Island. So please heed those warnings. Now, the impacts, again, increasing this morning. Will also be peaking in intensity in North Carolina sometime early Thursday morning. Of course, rain, strong winds, waves, surge, power outages, and possible tornadoes, too, is what we have to watch out for. Other than that, we have severe weather here moving across Oklahoma, and that watch in effect till 10 o'clock. And severe weather may